Hello, Teacher Tiffany here. This is my video about helpful tips for brand new teachers, VIPKid teachers, that is. And if you are a brand new teacher and you just signed your first contract and you're like, now what? Now what do I do, right? This video is for you. If you are thinking about becoming a VIPKid teacher and you want to watch this video just to see what it's all about and you would like to apply, I would love to help you through this process. Below is my referral link. If you click on that, you can create your own account and get started. Okay. If you are already on your way and you are now officially a new teacher, and if you have any questions, you can email me and I'd be more than happy to help you. Also, I have an Instagram page. You can follow my Instagram page and you can contact me through that way as well. Okay, so I want to show you some tips and tricks that I think would be helpful for you as a brand new VIPKid teacher. And let me just say, welcome to the club. I hope that you love VIPKid as much as I do, because it has been wonderful. Okay. Now, when you first start, it is kind of difficult to get bookings. It took me about 2 months to get my very first booking, which was a little stressful because, you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting for it to happen and keep opening slots and closing slots, and it just doesn't happen. But let me just tell you this, keep at it. It will happen. Okay. When I first started, I didn't have anyone to help me through the process. I kind of did it on my own, and I didn't really know what I was doing. So this video will hopefully help you out if you are in the same situation as I am, or if you're one of my awesome referrals, hopefully this helps you out as well. Okay. So when you first log into the VIPKid portal, this is what you see. Okay. If you look right here in the corner, that's my little picture, and that's my name, Tiffany OFS, and that's my picture that the parents see when they see my profile. Okay. And this is kind of a snapshot of what the website looks right now. The awesome thing about VIPKid is that they're constantly changing and updating their website and their platform and trying to make it better for the students and better for us as well. So this is what it looks like right now. Okay. So as you can see right here are my upcoming classes. I taught a few classes this morning, and I do have a few scheduled for tonight. So if you look, you can click here and get more information. You can even click more. Right here is your to-do list. If you taught any classes and have class feedback you need to do, or if you did a unit assessment and you need to review that child, it will be here as well. If any parents have sent you a booking request, that will be right here. And if there's any tasks that you need to do for VIPKid, that will be in that section. As you can see, I am all caught up, which is great. Okay, so if I scroll down a little bit, I can see these are the banners. As you go through different tabs, you will see that the banners will appear at the top. This one is on the home page. So, and the promotions right here on the side, it just kind of lets you know what's going on in VIPKid and things that you might need to know about, or cool promotions where you can earn some extra money. Okay. Down here is the library. These are some videos or even some printable materials that VIPKid has created for their teachers. Okay. Which is fabulous. Before I go any further, let me tell you one thing. If you are a brand new teacher and you have not downloaded the phone app, pause this video and do it right now. Okay. This app will literally be the best thing. And I use this app more than I actually use the website. Okay. The app is the way to go because we always have our phone with us and everything is right here on most things are right here on the phone. Okay. Like I said, it tells me my activity that has happened recently. It tells me which classes I have coming up soon. And you can actually open and close slots from the app, which is pretty awesome. Okay, so stop what you're doing and download the app. If you have an iPhone, if you have an Android, does not matter. Get the app. It will save your life. You can also get notifications when you get a booking, when a student cancels, a priority booking request. You can also view student information and view materials, which I'll show you how to do on the website, but you can also do it on your phone, okay? You can set alarms, which will let you know 15 minutes before your first class, which is great, because if you're a heavy sleeper, you might sleep through your alarms, and you definitely don't want a teacher no-show, a TNS. You don't want that, okay? So use these alarms because they will help you. Okay, back to the website, okay? So here I am in the website, and the first thing I'm going to show you is bookings. So I'm going to go to class, and I'm going to go to the first one, which is bookings. And this is basically looks just like a calendar, and it shows you all the times. And from here, you can open and close booking slots, okay? So this is my schedule for this week. Today is Monday, the July 8th. So all of these green slots are slots that have been booked by students, okay? Now, just to give you a heads up, I know it can be very discouraging. Parents can cancel classes without penalty up to 24 hours before the scheduled class time, okay? Now, if a parent cancels in less than 24 hours, you don't have to teach the class and you still get paid. Isn't that great? But if they cancel in less than 24 hours or more than 24 hours, you just don't have that class and you don't get paid. But there is an option for someone else to book that same time slot, okay? So what I always do when I open time slots is I make them short notice, okay? And I'm going to show you what I mean. So these are my open slots, the blue ones. The green ones are the slots that have been booked by students, okay? So in order to open or close anything, if you look, do you see the little lock that appears? The lock means that my schedule is currently locked. If you look right here, it says unlock. If I press the unlock button, then I am able to edit my schedule, okay? The reason why it has the lock and unlock is so that way you don't accidentally click and open up a time slot when you didn't mean to, which wouldn't be good, okay? So in order to edit a slot, so if you see my blue ones, they say close. I can close a slot, and now it's white, and now it's closed. If I want to reopen the slot, I click on it. I press course C, which that doesn't matter. Parents can book me for anything I am certified for, and I will show you what that means and what the certifications are and what certifications I have, okay? So I always just do short notice. I'm not super lucky with getting a whole lot of short notice bookings, but it does happen. Like for instance, this morning, I got 2 short notice classes. I have one for tonight and I had one this morning. So I only had one slot that wasn't booked by a student. Hey, that's pretty good. Okay. Now, the reason why I don't really worry about the short notice bookings like in the middle of my schedule. If, for instance, it was right here and this course wasn't booked, I would probably close it the night before. And I would just sleep later and not wake up early just to double check to see if it's been booked or not. I'll just close it and not worry about it. You might want to keep it open, but that's your choice. But I'm going to go ahead and close it. Okay. Now, what does this mean over here on the side? You might have noticed there's some little flames, and you might have seen hot little words in each of these little squares. That means that these are very popular times in China. I am in Central Time Zone, and China is 13 hours ahead of me. So at 5 a.m., my time is 6 o'clock p.m. in China. So in China, 6 o'clock p.m. to 9:30 p.m. is a very popular time during the week on weekdays, Monday through Friday. Okay. Now, Friday nights, starting at 7:30 p.m., which is 8:30 a.m. in China, going all the way until 9:30 p.m., is there Saturday and Sunday. Now, a lot of people will pull all-nighters and they will teach all of these slots and maximize their income and their bookings, and they'll pull all-nighters Friday and Saturday night. Okay. And I've done it once. I actually did it last week. It wasn't as difficult as I thought it would be. But and you definitely can. If you all-nighters, if you'd like to try it by all means. It really helps, and you can make a lot of money by pulling an all-nighter. Okay. But you can, of course, open any slot. It just doesn't guarantee that it's going to get booked. Those hot times and the times with the little flames next to them, those are definitely the most popular times. Okay. So if something would happen, say you had an emergency or you would need to cancel a class, you would click. You cannot cancel a class from the phone. You have to cancel a class from the computer. So you would click here and you would cancel the class. Okay. And of course, you would have to give a reason. And VIPKid would ask you 20 million times if you are sure you want to cancel the class, because it's really frowned upon if you cancel classes. Okay. But of course, things happen. And if there's an emergency or anything like that, VIPKid will excuse your absences or your missed classes with proof of your emergency. Okay. For instance, in May, I got really, really sick with the flu, and I had to miss a few days of regular school. I am a brick and mortar teacher as well, and I was so miserable I couldn't teach VIPKid classes. So I had to cancel my classes for 3 days, and I went to the doctor, got an excuse because I had the flu, and submitted the documentation to VIPKid, and it was excused, which was wonderful. Okay, so yes, VIPKid does excuse those types of things, but if you're just missing just because you slept late or because you're not feeling good or you don't go to, you have to be sure that you get the correct documentation. Okay, and you are, of course, allowed 6 cancellations in a contract period, which is 6 months. Okay, so anyway, enough about cancellations and all that kind of stuff. This is my excuse me. This is my schedule for this week. This is my schedule for next week. Parents book teachers 2 weeks in advance. Okay. To be safe, I always have my schedule booked or my schedule created 2 months in advance, because parents like to see that they can book you at a steady slot and that they can get a regular teacher for their students. They like to have that relationship built and that rapport built with their child. Okay. So like I said, if I keep going, my schedule is planned out for, the whole of July, all of August, and even to September. I keep my Saturdays and Sundays open for now, just in case if something happens and I can't teach on those days. I open them up 2 weeks before Frenzy starts. Okay. Now you might have heard about Frenzy. The way Frenzy works is Frenzy is always in America, our Sunday night, like starting at 8 o'clock all the way until the next morning. And this is Monday in China. And this is when parents book their students' classes for that next week. Okay. You will get bookings for that week and you'll get bookings for the following week. So you need to have your schedule set at least 2 weeks in advance. So that way for that Frenzy, you get those bookings. You want to have your schedule open for those bookings so you don't miss out. Now, do you see these yellow markers right here? This is 2 weeks from now. This is the week of the 22nd. And if you look, you can see those yellow 1 interested student, 3 interested students. Okay. And this is basically parents have marked those places in my schedule because they're hoping that maybe I'll open those time slots and maybe after next week or after this week, they can book me for those time slots. Now, does that mean that if I open this 4 a.m. slot that that student's going to book me for that time. No, it's not. It's not guaranteed. So don't stress yourself and think, I need to open that 4 a.m. slot so that student can book that class. Before, we used to be able to know which student it was. Now we can't. So unfortunately, it could be the same student that wants to go here and all these places. It could be the same student. And they might only book me for 2 classes that week. So I don't want to stress myself out opening up slots to try to appease students when I don't even know who they are. Okay? So that's just them, the parents just marking slots that they might want to book me next week or for next weekend, next Sunday night. Okay? So don't stress about that. Priority booking is something completely different. That's where the parents send you a specific request and they say, I want you to teach my kid at this time. When they send you that, that means that that's a slot that you do not have open, and you can either accept it or you can deny it. I deny them all the time, just because if they can't find a slot in my schedule, unfortunately, I do have a regular job. I do teach at a brick and mortar school where I have a very set schedule. And if they want me to teach them at 8 o'clock, I have to be at school at 8 o'clock. So I have to deny those. If they want me to teach their kid, they're going to have to figure it out and find one of my open slots. And that works best for them. Okay. So, but it's up to you. You can definitely do priority bookings if you would like, especially when you're first starting out and you're trying to build a client base, a student base. By all means, do priority bookings. I just don't really do them very often. Okay. So and when you're done, of course, you want to lock your schedule. Just to show you something, right now it is summer, and it is starting to be summer in China, which means that the students are starting to take more and more classes because they don't have school. So if you notice, I've been able to open up Monday through Friday evening classes, like from starting 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time to 9 o'clock p.m. And they've gotten booked, which is great. During the school year, that probably wouldn't happen because these students would be in school. But since they're not in school right now and they are on summer holiday, they are booking me for these types of classes. Okay? So that is how you open and close slots. Also, something else that I've been trying out is when these slots don't get booked, I will open and close them, open and close them, open and close them, like constantly. So I might just be sitting here watching TV, whatever, or even playing on my phone, and I'll just like close, open, close, open, hoping that I've heard, now I'm not exactly sure, but I've heard that parents, when you open and close slots, it'll pop up to the parents that it's a new slot that's been opened. So maybe it might get booked. Hey, it has worked for a few times for me. I'm not super lucky at getting short notice bookings, but it does happen. And hey, if you get short notice bookings, $2 extra per class. Okay. Now, there are some people who do only do short notice bookings, and it's because they want to make those $2 extra per class, and they're great. Like, they make a lot of money. They make those $2 extra every class, and they're able to get their schedule filled up with just short notice bookings. I have never been super successful with short notice bookings, and that really scares me to do that for a whole week or even a day and lose out on money because I decided to try something different like that. I mean, what if those parents decide to go with another teacher because they got frustrated that they couldn't book a class with me, that they had to wait until the day of? Anyway, it just stresses me out. So I don't do it. Thank you so much for watching my first video of tips for new teachers. Please stay tuned for my second video on tips for new teachers. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you have any questions or would like more information about VIPKid, please feel free to contact me. I look forward to hearing from you soon.